down there. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back, guys. I apologize if I sound a little off. It's because I am. I have a really bad post-nasal drip going on, and I can't hear out of my right ear right now, so I might sound a little congested, a little weird. It's because I am. All right, let's get this show on the road. Pop out the chat. Doobly-doo, copy. And paste, yeah. All right. Good morning. Oh, wait. Today's Saturday, isn't it? I'm all discombobulated. Is it Sunday or is it Saturday? What is today? It's oh boy. Bloop. Today's Saturday. All right, I know where I got my days mixed up. We went to a memorial service, I guess, last night. So I wasn't at the shop all day yesterday. So my brain must have thought yesterday was Saturday. Oh boy. So I'm not feeling good today, guys. I got some post-nasal drip stuff going on, and I feel like trash. And apparently my brain is mush too. Let's see. Eileen, I need a good laugh. It popped up when you were live, and I was like, "Oh, a special announcement." Oh boy. Whoops. Well, since you're here and since I'm here, I'm just kind of do my thing, I guess. I feel like a dunce. It's Saturday. What is wrong with me? So, I got a donut and I got some tea. Let's at least enjoy a little bit. How did the dinner thing go? The Spamlet dinner go? I have coffee. Fantastic. I have tea. I have a mint tea. Hashtag tea proudly. It's the plantation mint. And I have a piece of candied ginger in there and some honey. Really, it whenever I have a sore throat from one thing or another, this is my go-to. And of course, a Krispy Kreme donut, because they're so light and fluffy. They can't have any calories, right? Oh boy. The dinner was great. From what Rich said, people enjoyed the decor. The food is great. too. Rich brought food home. Oh, that's sweet of him. Sounds like he really is a good egg. Cricket broke in the middle of making the last few. Oh no. What do you mean the cricket broke? How badly? Like broke? Oh, that is horrible. I love donuts. I love donuts. I love cookies. I'm like a 5-year-old when it comes to my food choices sometimes. How badly did it break? It's either take it all apart to replace a piece and pray I put the wires and springs back all right, or upgrade to the newer. Well, I'm sorry, but it sounds like you're just gonna have to upgrade and ship me the old one yeah, for disposal purposes. Just saying. I'm a good guy like that. I'll help you dispose of the old one. One of the roller pieces broken. Now the mat doesn't stay straight to cut. That does sound like an issue. Pardon me. That's got to be happening quite a bit during this. I don't know where I got this, but and it's not COVID. I tested. So this is just a post-nasal drip, but it's been driving me nuts for the last 3 days. Eileen, I don't trust myself to take it apart and put it back together correctly, and it's a simple piece. It's a little rubber roller. I don't trust myself to take everything apart and put it back together. And we can arrange something. It's pink, though. Hey, pink happens to be a very manly color. One of my favorite shirts from high school was a pink shirt. I was actually from the swim team, and I really wanted one, and they didn't have any left in my size. So I bought a medium women's size, and I'll be honest. First off, that was one of my favorite shirts in high school. Second, it was a huge ego boost because it made my biceps, like it pinched into my biceps really good. It made them really pop. Huge ego boost. Plus, walk around in pink. What are you gonna do to me? Insult me? Come on. And I don't care what color something is as long as it does the job. Though, I do prefer black, I have to admit. I mean, I'm making boots, but I had to dye them black. Speaking of which, I'm going to do some more sewing on this. while we're here, might as well, right? This is the biggest pain in the ass I've ever done. Because this fur is like 2 inches thick. I think it's going pretty well. I got it, the edges shaved down so I can do my glue line. I'm trying this design first, where it's kind of more exaggerated in the back, just because of how thick the fur is. The fur is like 2 inches thick, and it doesn't really compress very much. And since they're going to be boots, I decided to laminate it with another piece of leather. So I did flesh to flesh. So I have top grain inside and out. Make it a little bit more durable. Since I'm gonna be wearing these like in the shop and stuff, I want them to be as sturdy as I can. So I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the toe on, and then from there, I think I'm going to I'm gonna do the tongue. I'm gonna see where the foot itself falls, because that's one thing I'm not sure about, is like how that's gonna interact with my foot and how, slippy slidey things are gonna be. But I think I should be pretty fun, because this really doesn't compress very much, which is a pain in the ass, trying to punch the holes for everything. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. This is just such a huge pain in the butt. First boots I made were out of goat leather, which the skin on it was super thin, so I didn't need any to punch any holes. I needed to have one of those sharpened leather needles, but it was so easy. This is a whole different beast altogether. Oh my God. Pardon me again. Whew. It would be a lot better if I could hear out of both ears. That'd be a lot less miserable. But yeah, we drove down to a memorial service last night, and it started at 6, and it was like 2 hours away. Or yeah, it was down in Jersey, so it was a 2.5 hour drive. It ended up being 3 hours down, with all the traffic and stuff, which is fun. And then turn around and come back up. It was 2 hours, so we didn't get home till like 12:30. So it was a long day yesterday. But today is Saturday. So I think I might take some time after I get I think after I get done with this stitch line, I might pop out my cello and play a little bit and try and practice that a little bit. I understand long drives. Yes, you do. You of all people understand long drives. There we go. That's working now. So yeah, I took 2 days out of the shop this week. Yeah. Wednesday I wasn't at the shop either. Just because I wanted to be home, get a big jump start on this, have some stuff to do around the house. So, yeah, plus it's middle of winter, so, well, you know, cut me some slack, right? It's okay if I lose a day every now and then. This just means you guys get 2 live streams this weekend. And maybe tomorrow I'll be a little bit more entertaining. Because I won't feel like I'm on death's door. Come on, there we go. I am having a slight issue with my GoPro, however. It is eating, it is eating my batteries. Let's see. Eileen. Oh, application for the big craft fair is accepted and spot paid for, so kind of need the cricket. Had a game plan. Yeah. When tools like that break down, it can be devastating. Like I really hadn't gotten into anything with really big with the 3D printer, so it not functioning right now isn't really hurting me. But by springtime, I'm gonna need to get that guy up and running as quickly as possible for that reason. Come on. There we go. Sometimes it takes me a minute to find the hole. So much fur. Let's see. Looking at the new crickets and then started looking at laser cutters and engravers. I just can't pull the trigger on the engraver yet, although I want it so bad. All right, so honestly, I really love my laser cutter. It takes a little bit of futzing with the settings, but it's like $300 and it's so worth it. Honestly, it's almost paid for itself. Actually, it has paid for itself already. I just need one more job to pay for the year of the software. That's basically it. And I just need to get a few different ideas and stuff for like production work on it. And then I'm actually building, because I have crap all over here. As you can see, there's just stuff. So I have half built the next level 4 up here. So I could take a bunch of that stuff over there, and then get that put up onto that shelf. And then I think I'm going to, what brand? It is the Atom Stack A5 Pro. I actually got that as part of doing the sword job. So it's $300. You can get them on Amazon, and I use Lightburn for the software, but you can. That's a paid software. Just to start getting into it, Laser Gerbil, GRBL, is free software that you can download for it, and it works pretty well actually. The good thing about Laser Gerbil is it has a full catalog of materials and material thicknesses that tell you what settings to use for which operation. So for engraving versus cutting, leather and this and that and the other. So Lightburn is very nice. It's not as drawing in Lightburn, or even in Laser Gerbil isn't as nice as, let's say, like AutoCAD. It's not as intuitive, but it is definitely it is a huge upgrade. It's a very good software. I played with it for a month for free, and I'm definitely going to be purchasing it. And the good thing about the software is it gives you 100% of capability for the testing and stuff. So yeah, it is definitely worth it. It's definitely a good software system. The only thing I would say with when you're getting into doing stuff with lasers is they do cause a lot of smoke. Right now, my setup, I should probably go over it at some point, like in an actual video. My setup is I just have a box fan with a house filter, just kind of stuck to it. I turn the house fan on, it just sucks the filter to it. And then in front of that, I have like an actual smoke filter and stuff. Just because I couldn't find a charcoal filter, charcoal house filter, the size of my box fan, which is like 24 by 24. So that's the only thing with lasers, is they do cause a lot of smoke. I'll have to check it out, compare that to the X-Tool models I've been looking at. X-Tool, I hear, is also really good. But this one, for its price, it definitely punches above its weight. It's it's just one of those things that, like, once you have it, you're going to have a million things to do with it. Like I did that big noodle board. I did that paddle. I did I did a couple signs for it, and I did all the sheaths for all the knives I gave out for Christmas. And as soon as you have that dialed in, boom, you're ready to go. And you can just keep going and going and going and going. The only thing I don't like about the my atom stack is you have to do the focusing on the laser itself, which means, so like here's your bed. You have your material on there. You have to move the laser up and down until you're about 3 millimeters from the surface, which it's not a big thing really. It's just 2 thumb screws on the back, and there's a plate they give you that is the right thickness. So you undo it, move it, put the plate down, move it, click click, and then you're ready to go. But that's the only actual downside I've seen to this guy. Everything else has been amazing. So I don't know if the X-Tool does autofocusing or not. I know a lot of X-Tools, they have different component swaps. So you have like an engraver, you have the laser. Good morning, Alan. Things like that. So, it a little bit of back and forth. So I think you might get a little bit more variety with the X-Tool, but I've seen enough multi-tools to know that they're usually equally bad at all tasks. So that's just my 2 cents on that. How are we doing today, buddy? It's been a hot minute. It's been a whole week. So I screwed up, and my brain thought today was Sunday, and it is not Sunday. So, whoops. But I'm here. Might as well chat for an hour. Because what does an hour take, really? Well, it takes 1 hour. But I'm gonna be sitting around just doing stuff anyway, so might as well, I guess, keep it going and throw it on. So, how are you and what are you up to today? Also, how's the youngling? I saw Jill's posts. Ellie's okay. They got the beat out of here, and there's no damage. Oh, that's great to hear. I know some kids get a little freaked out by stuff like that, so. But I'm glad to hear all is well. This is such a huge pain in the butt, by the way. So I'm doing a really tight cross stitch. So I'm doing X over X over X over on the whole back of this thing. Especially down here, because I think this joint here is probably going to take the most abuse out of the whole system, just because of how like curvy it is and how much it's going to have to affect everything else. And I might have screwed the whole thing up by trying to go with this instead of doing like kind of like a straighter tube. But we'll see. Because if it was also a straight tube, there'd be a hell of a lot less stitching. But since when have I ever done anything the easy way? Got my new leather. Oh yeah? Oh boy. Cannot wait to see what you're going to make out of it. You always have some really cool projects. Come on. There we go. And cinch. Yeah, Ellen, tell the class what you're making this with this. Not crazy about the color though. What's wrong with the color of it? That is also why they make dye. Not sure what I'm making yet, and it's chrome tan random color pick. It's like an olive brown. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a few things you could do with that. See, for someone who likes a green brown, that sounds amazing. And I'm an earth tone kind of gal. Me too. I'm really big into earth tones. I'm gonna have to Febreze the hell out of these boots before I start wearing them. Because these things definitely have a slight musk to them. It's not unpleasant, but it is pungent. Man, this is such a pain in the butt. But I think this is going to turn out nice. I'm hoping it's going to turn out nice. Okay, looking at engravers, have you seen the portable one by Laserpecker? I have. I was actually thinking about that. I've heard some not so great reviews on it. It's more of a novelty thing. Not novelty thing. But it's okay. It's not something. It's one of those things that can only do engraving. Not something that you can, do cutting or whatever else with. And its size is fairly limited, I believe. But if you don't mind a smaller tool with limited depth, it's great. I don't need anything so too big right now. Just a nice little add-on. Small but mighty. I think I have a new tagline. For Rich. He's a good egg. We pick on him. I pick on him a little too much sometimes, I think. He's a good noodle. When you don't need much, just grab a little pecker. I know you pick on him too. You're his wife. That's your job. All right, we're finally onto the calf of this. With this monster. That hole never punched. He makes it easy at times. Yeah, I'll give you that. He does make it easy sometimes. Nothing right now. Thank you, though.
I feel this part.
It's super soft, isn't it?
I can't feel it.
Now the black.
Ooh.
Now is the black on the outside and the fur on the inside? Yes.
I don't want to feel this. I feel it.
I do.
Feel it.
So this is how the it comes with this nice white inside, but the flesh side here is very it's not fragile, but it's relatively thin. And what I want to do is fur on the inside for most of it, but the tongue I'm going to have the fur pointed on the outside. Mostly for aesthetics, but fur facing inwards actually makes it much more durable. And since I'm going to be wearing this at the shop, not just like walking in the woods or anything, that would damage the fur significantly if I had the fur
It will damage the fur?
facing out.
It will damage the fur?
Yes.
So you need to be really careful so you don't damage the fur.
Exactly. And I think having the black
And this turn on
on the outside like that, and then having the top of it come down like that.
Of it.
That's the screen. That just looks pretty, doesn't it?
But
So.
again,
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes back and forth.
Correct.
And that goes.
Yep, forward and back. Yep.
It goes forward. It goes forward and back. And then that will make us something. And then it will mark on that bed.
Correct. But this is such a pain in the butt that I wanted to make sure these were as
what do you
durable
do
as I
with
could.
your laser? What do you do with your laser?
I engrave and cut things.
But this is,
Yeah, it does. I can't wait to see the end results.
is that
Right?
the laser?
Yeah. I also got this stuff.
Now the one in the
Snowproof?
middle done charging. Is it done
So-
charging?
Probably. So this helps prevent
this one
mildew,
does
dry rot,
nothing.
salt stains, and scuff marks. So I'm going to really buff the hell out of it with this stuff after I'm done. And I might just take a walk in the woods. Who knows? Yeah, it does. I can't wait to see the end results. Neither can I. This is a huge, huge pain in the butt to get this done. Because like I said, this fur is like 2 inches thick.
Look,
Yeah, it's another power strip.
but there's a power strip in there.
Yeah. So it screwed up all of my math. And just trying to work around it, even just trying to punch the holes, is a nightmare.
There's a big power strip here.
Yes, there is.
But that bit, if you put your fingers in it, it actually will bend you.
Mm-hmm.
Your fingers.
But guys, that's the hour. So sorry I came here on a Saturday. Again, I completely lost track of my days this week. But tomorrow, I should have this all sewn up, the back of it. I should have the toe cap sewn onto it, which he abducted somewhere. Oh, here it is. So I should either be working on sewing on the tongue.
But this is
By
too
tomorrow.
heavy for me.
What is?
This is too
No, it's not.
heavy for me.
You can lift it. It's only 5 pounds.
I can't lift
Some of the
it.
hammers you swing are heavier than 5 pounds.
I can't.
There's also I'm gonna be putting reinforcement strips
Oh,
on.
I can't lift
I
it.
told you.
I can't.
On a lot of these pieces
But
too.
I'm being really strong with it.
Yes, you are. But so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bat place, same bat time.
But this is kind of heavy, but it's not heavy, but it's really good. But it's really big.
Yes, it is, buddy.
But
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and thank you for helping make this world better, one curve at a time. And we'll see you tomorrow.